Hello and welcome to the Talkin Yanks pregame show. Jake's in the Roosevelt Studios in the Bronx. Producer Zach's in the Roosevelt Studios in the Bronx. Michelle Branch is living peacefully. Who's she married to? Jake?
Ricky Branch, right? The old manager?
I don't know. I think she's married to Taylor Goldschmidt. So goodbye to Dew. Dew got sent down.
Do you know I used to have an underbite?
Yeah. Well, obviously, look at you.
What was that last part?
Joking.
What was that last part? Oh, well, Jimmy made fun of me, so he got booted.
What's going on? I'm lost.
The internet, Zach booted you for making that underbite joke.
That was uncalled for, that joke.
Bulldog!
You do got a little bulldog in you. That's nice to say.
Similar body comps, but I'm more corgi.
I used to have, like, these are my two front teeth. They used to kind of scissor each other.
Yeah.
Pair of in-love lesbians.
I like that. Bye, Dew.
Yeah. Goodbye, Andujar.
Thanks for being one of our 5 hitters the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, when Stan gets hurt, they'll bring him back up. And until then, he'll get regular at-bats versus Clark Schmidt.
Well, I think if Glaber was healthy, I think it would have been Tyro down. But because Glaber's not, they want the infield insurance.
Yeah. Tyro's so good.
I had a whole theory brewing that the Yanks were stretching Clark Schmidt and that Andujar and him were going to have 27 at-bats against each other all day, just grueling. I think I've ruled that out, but yeah, man, was running pretty hot. If
it was the playoffs, don't even worry, Jake. Glaber would start.
Yeah. So,
guess what?
What?
Lie.
Ooh, lie detector detested. What'd I say?
Lie detector. They're just a bunch of liars, dude. And this is why, if you think that Judge is just going to come back and be healthy till the Yanks win the World Series, and Stanton's going to come back and be healthy till the Yanks win the World Series, and Glaber's going to come back and be healthy, and someone on Twitter was like, they'll get the boot when Paxton comes back, which is hilarious. I don't think the majority of Yankee fans think that, but I saw that. Like, get your head out of the sand. We're doing the same recipe we did last year. I honestly think if Vegas put odds on Stanton getting injured again before the Yankees get eliminated from the playoffs, I think the odds would be Stan gets injured first. So, like, it sucks. Beat down by injuries. But, like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. And we're worn out by it. And, like, kind of what you're saying, why shouldn't we be? 2 years in a row now, and again, got excited for this lineup. Glaber sits Sunday. He has the game-winning pinch hit. Looked pretty good. Off day, and then he's not in this lineup. So, little quad thing makes you nervous. I mean, I guess the idea behind it would be, at this point in the season, there's no, like, if you re-injure it, you're completely out for the postseason. So,
how many times? Sorry.
No, I just said, you can half make sense of it. And yeah, I mean, dude, the Stanton thing is oddly accurate. If Vegas had to put odds on it, I don't think Yankee fans would like them. And that's why I've kind of been saying all along, I need one of the big guys. Don't care which one of you. Give me one of the big guys in the lineup.
Yeah. So the Yankees clearly, we've heard this a bunch, where they say shit like, just giving Glaber a day.
Yeah.
Figure, he played the back-to-back doubleheader, and he's played every game since he come off the IL. So with the off day tomorrow, I think it's really important to give him a day in the double off day. And in the back of their brain and Boone's brain and Cashman's brain, they're saying if they were being truthfully, they'd be like, well, he's injured, but we don't want to tell you that because there's a case he can get healthy before the next game. And then, it's just easier to never disclose it. How many times do you think the Yankees have taken that gamble and the player actually gets healthy, Because at this point,
0. I'm leaning 0, to be honest.
If the Yankees rest a guy and Boone says, oh, I'm just giving him a day, that means he's hurt.
I think the only counter there is that they do just give guys days,
I'm starting to question all of it.
They're starting to give everybody gets days even when you're healthy and playing well.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get excited for the people that did come back.
Yeah.
The lineup today is DJ LeMay, who's leading off playing second base. Voit is at first base. Hicks is at center field. Giancarlo Stanton, he's back in the DH spot, batting fourth. What?
How about it?
Urshela is back as well, playing third base. That pushes Clint down to the sixth spot. He's been 4-hole right fielder for like 3 weeks straight, pushes him down to 6. Gardner gets the start in left. Gary behind the dish. Wade at short because Glaber's hurt. And Davey is on the bump. Jake's lookalike for the day.
Yeah. Doppelgang gang. Davey and Tyler Wade in the lineup. Yeah, man, it's weird, and this was my first sad thought. It was that we have been so beaten down, and again, it's fair to think this way that like Giancarlo Stanton coming back should be such an exciting thing, but we've been so bruised and battered that like you almost can't be, because it sucks, man. I mean, when he was out there this season, he looked really good. He looked really good in the games he played this year, but There's not other reason. Like, we're going to be watching him so scared. Like, it's not excitement. It's scared, which sucks because this guy's an MVP player when he's right. And then Urshela joins. We love Gio. I'm a little surprised they put him above Clint. That's an interesting little pecking order thing there by the Yankees. And then, hey, you and I were surprised by the numbers, but Gardy apparently is kind of hot. So we'll see if
last three games.
Last 3 games against the Orioles at the stadium. But when Brett Gardner does get hot, he gets hot. So we'll see if there's anything there. And then I mean Gary and Wade can't help you there right now.
Yeah.
Wade homer last game. Homer draft.
They could have put Clint 5 and Gio 6. I wouldn't have cared either way. I mean, don't forget that Gio's like really good.
Yeah, I mean it's picking hairs at this point, which again, when it comes to the Yankees, you can't do it. But they did let.
Are you a hair picker?
Not really. I've got enough hair problems. But just kind of what you were saying, like they let Clint anchor the cleanup spot for so long that I thought maybe they just push him down one spot. But again, don't really care about that. We kind of have more bats in the lineup, yet at the same time. Not really.
Dude, imagine if Gardner, Gary were 7-8 and Glaber was up there.
Yeah, it'd probably be, you probably have Gardy. A lot of G's. You probably have Gardy 9 to do the rollover of the lineup, and then you have Gary 8. Yeah, man, I mean, it would be a really good lineup, and I got myself excited for that, and that's me being a goddamn idiot.
Don't get excited. I mean, be cautious. That's my message to all Yankees fans.
I'm never going to get excited again.
You can get excited sometimes.
I don't want a boner. I don't want a boner.
Okay, well, it is just you and Zach in that room today.
I could get BBD
Did you
in
say
here.
I don't want to bone her or I don't want to bone her?
Either way, we got to talk about it, right?
I think so. Or we skip right past it.
Blue Jays, Taijuan Walker. I can't read the lineup from where I am currently.
Is it how it always is on the screen?
But you're on the screen, so you're the big picture.
Oh, I get it.
The lineup's a tiny picture.
Biggio's at third. Bichette's at short. Shaw's at first. That fuck Grichuk is batting cleanup center field. Guerrero DHing. Gurriel Jr. in left field. Joe Panic, second base. Our dude, short fat Kirk catching.
Oh, Kirk's
Fisher
catching?
Yes. Fisher in right field, and Walker is pitching.
If you don't know, Alejandro Kirk listed 5'8", 265, which means he's 5'7", 280. So we like him. We stan a short, chunky king. And honestly, these Jays are missing their two best hitters this year, Teoscar Hernandez and Rowdy Tellez. So they don't have Ryu this series. They're missing their two best hitters. Like, this should be throwed on the Jays, but we'll see. We'll see if Grichuk shows his handsome face.
Do you have to watch for? I have like tales of caution.
Okay.
Like, if you're a Yankee fan who hasn't understood not to be excited,
yeah,
can I give the tales of caution? No, I'm not trying to be negative Nancy here, because I think the Yankees have a great chance to win this game, and this is the best lineup they've had in a while.
You're getting back into bed with your ex. You're getting back into bed with your ex.
I want to let Yankee fans who may be too optimistic or a little naive to some facts in on some things. Stan will not be legging out doubles.
No.
He will not be beating out infield singles. So just prepare yourself for him to go base by base and to get pinch run for if it's the late inning and it's a close game and he gets on base. So I don't think that's like a brutal thing. I'm just, if you weren't aware, like, he will be going base to base.
I mean, those rules were out for everyone except Andujar, who got sent down. So
it was the only one that was running.
Yeah. No,
the other tale of caution is that this is the second time a team is seeing Davy Garcia.
Yeah.
And the first time a pitcher sees a team, the pitcher has the advantage. The second time a pitcher sees a team, the hitters have the advantage. So look for Davy to have to make some changes. Last time he pitched, we saw him make changes on the fly. He went away. That was versus the Blue Jays, right?
His most recent start was against the Jays, and he didn't have his A-plus curveball.
Yes. So he went to the slider. It went to the changeup and then the slider later on. So he's made an adjustment once, but, just be ready for it to, he might mow him down. But I just think that, it might be more of a battle than that. It might be his toughest task yet. That's how I'll put it.
Yeah. No, that's very fair. I mean, it's just natural. Any rookie, and then any time getting seen again. So yeah, there is a world where Davey has to fight more. I hope he blows the doors off. I wore my Davy Garcia outfit, and he would never want me to look foolish. So, Jim, I've got a what to watch for. I'm pretty excited about.
I'm excited to hear it.
When back in the original pregame show days, we used to get, kind of loose with the what to watch for. Now we've kind of been looking at the lineup, who's healthy, who's alive. A little hand signals.
Did you see that?
What was that?
What to watch for?
It's huge. That's huge.
That's badass.
For any of those listening, it's hand signals. Very good. Very impressive. Jim.
Yeah.
I'm watching for the holiday engagement.
Oh, great.
So, it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, you're getting the family together. And it's exciting times. Everyone's coming through. Everyone's coming through. Your aunt that makes the pies, she brought the pies. Mom made the lasagna.
Thank you, Mom.
But then
someone always comes with salads, and they're like, so good at making salads. And you're like, yeah, but it's just a salad.
Everyone's supposed to show up around noon. A couple people Uncle Pete's always a little late. He shows up at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
But Jim, it hits about 3:00. And your cousin Nunzio doesn't show up.
Yeah.
And you're like, is Nunzio, I know he was still partying a lot. Is everything okay with Nunzio? Is he not? So he's not coming through. You hear from
face down in the ravine.
Yeah, you hear from Nunzio at like 6 p.m. and he just says not making it, and you're like, oh. And then all the families kind of looking at each other like, Nunzio, is everything, is like, do we need to have a talk about Nunzio? What's going on? But then, Jim,
this is a lot like Norm Macdonald's moth joke right now.
Here comes BBD with his new girlfriend. It's invisible. No, his girlfriend. He drops down to one knee. He presents the ring. She accepts it. It's a joyous day for the family. Jim, we need the guys who are here today that are new. Stanton, Urshela, or Davey. We need them to shove it and make everyone forget about Glaber and all the injuries and all the doom and gloom that we just talked about for the last 10 minutes. So we need the newly engaged Yankees, Stanton, Gio, and Davey, to bring it today.
That was the wildest ride. I don't think it adds up. You lost me. The new guys you want to do well. What was that?
You got it. Zach's there. Whenever I do one of my long Norm Macdonald jokes, you always bail right at the last second before it gets good.
You had BBD getting engaged to an invisible person, and that was Lasagna and Gio and Stan coming back. I think that's it, right?
No, you got lost, and I shouldn't have said BBD. I should have used another fake name. I was using that because he walked into the room, but
that threw me.
Your cousin Clara. Everyone's a fake character in this still.
The BBD.
I'm sorry you got caught up on the BBD. Yeah, he walked in the room. I'm going to tell him to never come in this room again.
That's rude. Seems like a harsh... It's not BBD's fault that you changed the character to his name.
A little bit, kind of. So that's what I'm watching for.
You're what to watch for is that the new guys help out.
They need to overshadow all of the feelings that we just talked about, Jim. 2 years of injuries. Glaber's not here. We're not excited about Giancarlo Stanton coming back to the Yankees. So we need the new engagement. Either Davey, Gio being back, or Stanton being good to overshadow all of that.
Stanton needs to hit like a home run and a single where he doesn't need to run at all. Like, I want the slowest home run trot ever.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. People are interested in Nunzio.
Yeah, cousin Nunzio.
He was a great character of the story.
That's a really good Italian name that doesn't get enough play. Nunzio, Rocco. My mother regrets not naming me that every day.
Yeah, my dad's grandpa's name was Rocco.
It's a good name.
And we just found out that his mom scooped up his 2 younger brothers and left the family when he was 10.
Damn.
He never saw them again.
Times were different.
Crazy. Dude, I have a cousin in Italy. I don't think it's Nunzio, but it's a great Italian name.
It's a good Italian
I'll try to think on it.
Okay.
I'll try to think on it. I'll let you know, because then we'll bring him to the party next time.
Next Italian party.
Pitching path to victory is everyone's available, right?
I mean, it's, fake Yankees world. Everyone's available. Sure. I mean, we had an off day. In theory, everyone's available. First game of the series. Johnny Loizaga's back. Do we need to see him? Not necessarily, right?
No, not in this game.
Especially not on a Davey day. Like, that's righties with the same pitch mix.
Do you think they have a short hook with Davey? Technically, this is the Blue Jays and they're fighting for second place.
It depends what you mean by short hook.
Enzo Enzo's my cousin. in
Enzo, yeah.
Enzo's a great. See, Enzo and Nunzio, they're like the two cousins that show up to the party, and you're like, oh, I guess we're fucking drinking at this family event.
Yeah, I think
They show up with like bottles of vodka, and you're like, this is changed now.
there was an
Nunzio and Enzo are here.
There was an Enzo at Central that I played soccer with growing up that kind of ruined Enzo's for me, but it's a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think the short leash is, fourth inning and he's struggling to get out of it. Yeah, he'd get pulled, but like he needs to still be throwing pitches,
Yeah. Man. Imagine if DJ and Voit, we're good, man. Don't even worry about it. This game, good.
Dude, we're not seeing their one starting pitcher and their two best hitters are out. Like, we should still dominate this series.
It's true. Taiwan walked 6 batters last time we faced them. Do you think they have a patient approach with him?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to find out if that's Taiwan Walker or if he was just having a bad day or whatever the hell that was.
Oh, I have a late what to watch for.
Late what to watch for?
They have that rookie catcher who's pretty stout.
Yeah.
The Yankees have been very aggressive on the base path, like really aggressive last week. Do you think we're going to see them try to run on this kid? No?
Dude, injuries. Running comes with injuries.
I mean, what about like Gardner and Hicks? They've been stealing.
I don't know the scouting report on Kirk. I mean, just because he's thick, I don't know if he's a good defensive catcher or not. Like the Molinas are all time, and they're thick daddies. So I don't know. If the scouting report is you can run on him, yeah, sure.
You think he even wears a chest protector? Probably does.
I'd like to see, but I think so.
Be hilarious if he didn't.
Is it against the rules to not?
Yeah, probably.
It's probably in the rules by this point.
Yeah. All right. Homer
draft. It's the Homer
draft. Jake won last series 1-0, and that means the series score is tied. I have won 5 series. Jake has won 5 series. The total score gets closer. I have 18 total home runs. Jake has 16.
Holy smokies.
Congratulations on the win. You got the one Gardner shot. How about that?
I probably I got to stop skipping Voit days, but if it helps the Yanks.
Yeah. I get to go first today.
Wow.
And as always, the Homer Draft is brought to you by Coverage Gear. Coverage Gear is a merch site that has you covered. All the gear you want. They got Yankees hats, every player. They got masks, shirts, probably. They do have shirts as well. They got all teams. Use discount code JOMBOY. You get, it's either you get everything free plus the amount it would have cost mailed to you in cash, or 20% off. One or the other.
Pick or choose.
Definitely the latter, not the first part that I said, which is fake. Would be cool. They should consider it.
Consider it.
So, Jake, can you please give this hat to Zach to wear?
Love to.
I'm taking Voit.
It's a good pick.
I need him to get to 20 home runs. He's at 16 right now. I'm excited for him to get to 20.
You said Wade, right?
No. Opposite.
Opposite.
Yeah. Good, but can't run.
Gotcha.
Instead of can run, but bad.
Yeah, righty, lefty. I mean, spooky stuff.
Can
Great
play
pick,
every
Jim.
position. Can play only one position.
That's a great pick, Jim.
Thanks, Jake.
I think sometimes I run. Sometimes. I think what I'm going to do, Jim, is I'm going to take DJ LeMahieu.
Wow. Great.
Really good hitter.
Yep, 263 batting average versus Walker in 22 plate appearances.
Really good hitter. And you know what? Oh, no.
Do it. Do it. He's sitting tomorrow.
I am going to take Brett Gardner.
Wow, because he won you last week?
He won me last week. There's a chance he's hot. I'll wait till you make your final pick, but I'll tell you there's a gentleman I passed on that I think was the right move.
Well, I'm taking Stanton.
It's a good pick. Do we have a 27 hat?
I think we do, but not in the studio. I think it's all the players that are on the IL are in the main office.
Can I make Zach wear Jorge and Clint? Because if you combine it,
that'll work. Yeah, just combine that so it works, Zach. Yeah, I mean, Stan's not playing tomorrow, right?
Probably not.
And I mean, if he, you don't know how long you have him for, so
yeah, get it in while you can.
Get it in while you can. Get in where you fit in.
I almost took Clint, but then I remembered Clint's so confidence driven and going 4 to 6. I think that's going to be in his head a little bit today.
Perfect, Zach.
Really well
done. I thought you were gonna say that you had like an angry stricken Clint because he's upset about being moved down and he's gonna come with a vigor. But I think he's matured so much that he's like, whatever, good for the team, and just keeps the status quo, which I think makes him a good pick.
I mean, I hope so. I hope I'm wrong. I hope my Homer draft miscues are wrong. But I think Clint's just so confident driven that he's going to see his name drop in the lineup and he's going to feel that.
I think that's the old Clint. The masked Clint is impregnable.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
No. Impregnable.
Congratulations. Do I not have it right?
How do you say that word? Impregnable.
Zach, you're our words guy.
Impregnable.
There you go. He's impregnable to confidence loss at this point.
You think he's unable to be captured or broken into?
Yes, his confidence cannot be broken into. His confidence is impregnable at this point.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. Dante said I was right the first time. Thank you, Dante. Zach, whose picks do you like better? And just remember you're wearing one of them on your head and the other guy chose Brett Gardner.
I'm inclined to pick the ones that are on my head that I'm also desperately trying to keep balanced at this moment.
Nice.
So I'm going to have to stick with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I also really want to see Stanton hit a home run. So
it'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
At what point do we feel comfortable about Stanton? I guess that's a bigger conversation. Because like you said, Jake, it's more scary than it is exciting. To be to be so honest,
yeah.
I'm more watching him through fingers over my eyes, like a horror movie, like, no, nothing go wrong, than I am.
It's such a damning thing because
we get to the postseason.
What's that?
I think if we get to the postseason and he's still healthy and in stride, I will be full bloom excitement.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna let my guard down until then.
Once you get to the postseason, you just have to believe that's the rules. Rules are rules.
That's the rules of fanhood. If you go into the postseason being a dickhead, you're a dickhead.
The part that sucks is that Stanton's a double whammy because he is a streaky player. So if he's not looking his best, I mean, it's just going to be a lot of bad emotions with Stan. So again, I hope he just, gets down on one knee and gets engaged today.
Like BBD and his invisible girlfriend.
and his invisible girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the over-under. Wrong song, Zach. But I'm the one doing it.
Yeah.
I was letting you know I played the wrong song, not blaming you for the wrong song being played.
Oh, no.
Dude, I just watched like a part of the music video, Jake, that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Do you know that the drummer is shirtless?
Yeah.
You'll never be able to be his replacement or even his sign language drummer.
What?
I mean, he's shirtless already.
You high right now? What's my favorite thing in the world to be?
I'm saying you can't have two shirtless drummers in a band.
Well, I mean, I get clothed for this show. Like, either way, I'm good there. If they need me topless, I'm topless. If I'm clothed, I look like Davey goddamn Garcia today.
Yeah, this might be the look. Yeah.
So
Okay,
let
wow,
me and me and the band, Jim, the band's got it figured out.
That's the closest Zach's ever been to inviting you into the band.
Zach and I have a lot of conversations without you around about our band, so
Doubt it.
I got proof.
You texting Zach.
Okay. Say it like that.
What do you think the over-under is here? I think it's 8.5.
Probably 9. I mean, they've both been good, I guess. I don't know.
Yankees offense has been brutal, but their
Bullpen.
pitching's been really good. Blue Jays lost their two best offensive players, but Taiwan walks a bunch. We didn't give up any runs.
But he's been
so maybe
good,
9.
yeah. I feel like we haven't seen it.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is tricky. I think it's under, right? In theory,
I
Davey,
think it's
good
over.
bullpen. Okay.
I think you and Hubs have jinxed Davey.
Don't. Jimmy. You're lumping me? I mean,
You know my
be
theory on
careful with
pitchers.
that. Just be
What?
careful with that.
What's my theory on pitchers?
How would you feel if I was lumping you with Karabi or Hubby?
Well, I didn't do the same thing.
But I'm saying, I mean, there's times you guys have done similar things. I'm just saying.
I think the Davey hype, I'm not saying he's going to have a bad start.
Sure.
I just expect it to be his hardest path to a good start.
I agreed with that.
And I think the Yankees are going to put up I think the Yankees are going to get to Taiwan Walker. I think it's going to be like a 6-5 game.
Okay. Saying I jinxed Davey. I mean, those
I didn't say you jinxed him. Say I'm worried about it.
I think you might have said jinxed.
I said I'm worried that you and Hubs have jinxed Davey.
Yeah. That's jinxed. Those are them fighting words where Zach grew up.
I didn't say you jinxed. I mean, you've been saying for 3 days that if Davey wins today, it's going to be Davey mania. It's going to be like the most exciting.
If.
I know.
It's not like I'm wearing his look.
I just think he's allowed to have a rough start, and we may have a fan base that isn't allowing that.
I agree with you. I don't.
All right.
Odd.
I'm going to take in the over.
Under. Still a little worried about.
You're 23 and 22. What's that?
Just a couple. I mean, the new guys were excited, but they still haven't seen live pitching in a little bit. Tyler Wade, Gary.
We didn't even talk about Gio's defense changes everything.
Yeah.
The defense today is pretty good. I mean, Wade at short is a good, probably our best shortstop on the roster.
DJ goes back to second.
DJ goes back to second. It's our best second baseman. Voigt's been very serviceable, if not good, at first base. And then it's Gardner, Hicks, Clint.
Yeah.
It's a good defensive lineup today.
It is. Good defensive lineup. We got a full rested bullpen, so I do think. I don't know. Are the Jays rested? Did they have an off day yesterday?
That's the one thing we didn't check, and I will check it real quick before we get out of here. Bullpen usage. Blue Jays. They didn't have a game yesterday, so they were fully
Okay.
rested.
So,
The only one that Tom Hatch, that's an early settler's name.
yeah, Tom Hatch.
Tom Hatch.
I
That
could see
dude,
Tom
like,
Hatch being a nice guy, though.
It's one or the other. Either he's the nicest guy in the early settler village, or he gets excommunicated like immediately
Yeah.
and tries to start like a band of rebels gang. And then everyone, AJ Cole through 9 to they have a fully rested pen.
Fully rested pen. Fully rested pens. Game 1 today.
That makes me think the over's the play, which makes me think the under's the play, which means I chose right. Fading the fade.
Fading the fade. All right.
Tom Hatch. That might be the most early settler name we've come across.
My name. Tom Hatch.
Tom Hatch.
Yeah, he feels like you're being introduced to characters in a movie, and then like Tom Hatch was like their uncle, and they're like, yeah, Tom Hatch was known as a bit of a rebel. He left town and was eaten by wolves. Like Tom Hatch is a one-sentence guy either way.
He does not talk a lot.
One sentence.
And everyone calls him Mr. Hatch or Uncle Hatch, and he just desperately wants to be called Tom. But
Tom.
no, it's Tom Hatch, Mr. Hatch, Uncle Hatch, and he's like, "Please call me Tom." And
right.
Like, oh, I'm too scared of you to do that.
Okay, Mr. Hatch.
Yeah. Tom Hatch. We might have to make an all early settler name team because so far we got John Curtis, Tom Hatch.
John
Those are even
Holders.
better.
John Holder started this discussion, yeah.
But I think John Curtis and Tom Hatch are even more early settler names.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody.
Go Yanks.
We'll see you later. Hatch's hardware rolls right off the tongue if he's a carpenter.
Mm.
It's pretty good. Bye.
Hatches.